Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome or welcome back to your daily dose of French. Today is our last session. I have been doing 19 sessions so far, and today is our 20th, and it's also our last one. So, for this one, I just would like to really teach you the little bits and pieces which I think you might need and that you will find useful, starting with talking about how to say welcome. I'm going to teach you that. Then, how to say first, second, third, last, also. How to count, because you may remember that we learn to count, but up to 70. So I'm going to continue that and do it up to 1,000, okay? And you will be able to say 2021, so that is good. And then I will ask you the question, quoi de neuf? What's new? And you would just say a few things, and I will just finish off with some sentences, which I hope you'll find very useful. Vous êtes prêts? C'est parti. So, for those who are new to my channel, a warm welcome. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you may want to do that. Even though it's the last session, French Action is still around, okay? It's still there. It's just that the daily dose of French will not be there, but I will continue with the weekly videos, so you don't have to worry about that. So what I wanted to do is to remind you that we often say welcome, welcome. And I put here, bienvenue sur French Action. So sur, because it's a channel. Otherwise, if you're talking about your town, for example, I live in Kingston in Jamaica, I would say bienvenue à Kingston, okay? So that is when you welcome somebody. However, we have another welcome, the welcome, which is you're welcome after the thank you, okay? So it will be de rien, de rien. So you have to be careful. When you want to say you're welcome, you have to decide which one you want to use. Is it welcome to my country or welcome after thank you? So that is the first thing I wanted to teach you, because many students make the mistake. Also, you may be interested to know that the French don't really have a welcome back. It's always welcome, but not welcome back. So I'm still going to give you a translation for welcome back, which is bon retour parmi nous. As you can see, it's not one word or two like in English. Bon retour parmi nous, which means have a good return among us. Okay? Bon retour parmi nous. Welcome back. So as you can see, translation is not always easy. Okay? Now I'm going to move on to first, second, third, and so on. I wanted to teach you that, so I'm going to do it right now. First is a word which you might have seen before, which is premier. Premier. That is first. Premier. And then you're going to have second. So second will be deuxième. So what you do, you take the number and you add ième at the end. Deuxième. Deuxième. And you have the Z sound between. Then third, can you guess what it's going to be like? Troisième. Trois, so we have trois, which is three, and then we're going to have ième. Then we continue. Fourth. Can you guess? Quatrième. So this one, I wanted to show you that the E of quatre is going to be removed. We're just going to say quatrième. Okay, so the E, the final E of quatre is silent. So just let's get rid of it and put yem, quatrième. Okay, and then you continue cinquième. So for cinquième, it's five, cinq, but after Q in French, you always have a U. So you need to remember to put the U and put the yem. Then sixième, that is easy, the six and the yem. Septième. And then for nine, ninth, you know that nine is neuf, but we're not going to use neuf. We're going to change the F to a V, okay? And that is going to give you neuvième. And then we have dixième and so on. So that's how you have first, second, third, and so on. Okay? Now, for the word last, like you remember I said your last daily dose of French is going to be the word dernier. So we have the word dernier, which is last. But because first and last are also adjectives in French, we're going to have a masculine form and a feminine form. So you know the masculine forms because I've already put it on the screen. But for the feminine, what you're going to do is put an accent on the E, then put another E at the end. Because if you don't put an accent, you're still with the sound E. And because you want the sound air, hier, première, you have to put that accent. Okay? So let's continue. Now we are going to count. Okay. If you have followed your daily dose of French, you know that we have learned to count up to 70. I did 70 because during that particular lesson, it was to give the age. And according to YouTube, those who watch my channels are from 16 to 70. So that's the reason why I used the number. But of course, we need to continue. So if you remember, 70 is 60-10. 60-10. 70. 60 is 60. And then if you add 60 to 10, it's going to give you 70. So be careful. Because we said 60 and 10, the rest is going to continue 60 and 11, okay, 60, 12, etc. So 71 is going to be 71, 71 for the pronunciation, okay? 72, so we're going to continue with 72 with a hyphen, okay? And then 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. And now we want 80. It's not going to be 60 and 20. It's going to be 4 multiplied by 20. So you see, you need to be good at math. I'm not. So 80 is going to be 80. 80. So you have to be careful because when you have the number 80, you need to put an S at 20 because it's 4 20s. Okay, that's how it is. Once you put something after 20, the S is dropped. So 81 is going to be 81. Have you noticed that the A, which we used to have before, is gone? 80. So be careful. 80, 81. 80, 80. Je répète. 80, 80, 81. All right. And then you continue. 82. So here again, the S is no longer at the, you can see the S at the end of 20. And then you continue 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. And then what are we going to say? For 2010. 90. And then because you have this, then you know it's going to be 11, 12, and so on. Okay, so it's going to be 91, 92. So I'm going to show you the 91. Okay, and each time you have a little hyphen. 91, 92, 93, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. 100 is 100. Okay, I repeat, 100 is 100. So after 100, you're going to say 200. 200 is going to be 200, then 300, 400, 500. Okay, have you noticed I said 500 and not 500? It's a bit hard to say 500. So we just say 500. So the Q is not pronounced. 500. The same with the 6. 600, 700. The T is pronounced there. 700. But not for the 8. 800 instead of saying 8, because it's hard. 800, 800, 900. And then you want 1000. And 1000, be careful, is 1000. And I need to draw your attention to the fact that 1000 never takes an S in the plural. So if you have 2000, you're going to have 2000. 2000, 2000, no S. Okay? So I will continue with this. So now, 2021, how do we say that? Well, we are going to say 2021. So 2000 is 2000, and then it's 21. So you're going to add 21. As simple as that. So now I'm going to move on to something else. I'm going to ask you, quoi de neuf? Quoi de neuf? What's new? So when you hear what's new, quoi de neuf, it means what's happening, as I said, what's new. So you can talk about anything. But of course, we don't have the level here to talk about anything. So I've put a question here. Qu'est-ce que tu fais en ce moment? What are you doing at the moment? Qu'est-ce que tu fais en ce moment? The person may say, I'm working. Je travaille. Je travaille. And be careful, je travaille means I'm working. It doesn't mean I'm traveling. Okay, I know it looks a little bit like traveling, but it means I'm working. Okay, I'm working. I'm studying. J'étudie. 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 But if you are on holiday, you want to say, je suis en vacances. Je suis en vacances. And I remind you, it's not vacances. Je suis en vacances. The S en vacances is silent. Okay, so now I will just finish by giving you some sentences which you may find useful. If you want to say I don't know, how would you say I don't know? Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. And very often you will see the French go, je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas. This is the expression for I don't know. You may not understand what you've been told, so you want to say, I don't understand. You would say, je ne comprends pas. Je ne comprends pas. I don't understand. Je ne comprends pas. And then you're going to really want to tell them, listen, I don't understand. I don't speak French. Okay? Je ne parle pas français. Je ne parle pas français. Je suis désolée. I'm sorry. You remember I'm sorry? Je suis désolée. Je ne parle pas français. But some of you may want to say, oh, I speak, but just a little bit. Okay? So you want to say, je parle un peu français. Je parle un peu français. Je parle un peu français. And then if somebody gives you something and you really don't like it, we had already seen how to say, I don't like, but if you don't know what the thing or the dish you're eating is, you can just say ça. Je n'aime pas ça. I don't like that. Je n'aime pas ça. Je n'aime pas ça. Okay? So, je n'aime pas ça. I don't like that. If you are in France or French-speaking country, you may want to say, oh, I'm looking for maybe a hotel or restaurant. Okay. So you're going to say, je cherche. Je cherche. And be careful. It's just je cherche. I'm looking for. The for is in the cherche. Je cherche un restaurant. I'm looking for a restaurant. Je cherche un hôtel. I'm looking for a hotel. Then you may want to say, I would like something. Je voudrais, which we had seen before. Je voudrais un croissant. I would like a croissant. And of course, if you don't understand what people are saying, or it's just you're not sure, you could ask them to repeat. Pouvez-vous répéter, s'il vous plaît? Pouvez-vous répéter, s'il vous plaît? Can you repeat, please? Pouvez-vous répéter, s'il vous plaît, is please. And that is formal, very formal, okay? Because in previous sessions, it was informal. Here is very formal. Pouvez-vous répéter, s'il vous plaît? Well, I think I have done everything. I would like to take the opportunity or this opportunity to thank you very much for watching French Action. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Thanks a lot. And also, I would like to wish you une bonne rentrée. Bonne rentrée. Rentrée, it's really an expression we don't really have in English, but the closest I can think is have a good back to school. Okay, so I would say bonne rentrée à tous, to everyone. Okay, bonne rentrée à tous. And I will just encourage you to continue with your French. I hope that these sessions have given you the energy, a little bit of energy and motivation to continue with French. French is not really a difficult language to learn. It's just how it is, it's just how you learn it, okay? And it's a little bit, you have to do it very slowly. And when you have a video, and that's the very good thing about YouTube, you have a video, you can actually rewind, go forward, listen to it again, make sure that you repeat properly, accurately, so that people can understand you. Okay? So I would like to say merci as well to Shani Ferreira. Merci. And if I don't have any questions in the chat, which I don't think I do, I'm just going to leave you. But remember, the absolute beginners videos are in blue. The whole channel is color coded. So it's blue for beginners. It is gray for the A2, those who do CSEC, GCSE, those kind of levels. So that's what we call A2. You have orange videos for idioms. I may change the color, but really, if you look carefully, you're going to see that many videos have a particular color. Okay, so the colors for the beginner session, or the beginners series, I should call it, it's from 1 to I think 19. So it's lesson 1, lesson 2, and so on. So don't go to lesson 14 and you don't know lesson 6, for example. So just start with the French alphabet and you go on that way. Okay? So all the best to everyone. Bonne rentrée à tous. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.